Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie and today I'm here with a review of one of my recently completed diamond painting kits. I do a lot of diamond painting related videos here on my channel, including reviewing a wide variety of different diamond painting companies out there. So please subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. I'd love to have you here. The name of the kit I have that I'm going to be reviewing with you today is Medusa, and it is by the artist ChrissaBug and is from the shop Diamond Art Club. Now, in these post-review videos, what I like to do is just walk you through the kit itself, some of the features, the pros and cons, and things that I enjoyed or maybe didn't enjoy about working on the kit, some of the basic stats, and just overall give you a sense for what you could expect from buying either this specific kit or shopping from this company in general. So this kit, like I said, is called Medusa. It released just a few weeks ago, and when it came in, I honestly wanted to work on it immediately. There was something about the artwork that was really pulling me in. I really enjoy ChrissaBug's artwork, especially her various mythology pieces. She has a lot of Greek mythology artworks, but has also, touched on Norse mythology, Roman mythology, and, beyond that as well, which I absolutely love. And I knew that her artwork turned out really well from Diamond Art Club. She's one of my favorite artists that they license with, and I've been really happy with the kits that I've worked on of hers from Diamond Art Club and the, finishes I've seen as well. So I started this kit back on April 5th and I finished it on April 17th. I had some home construction going on during that time, and this is a larger kit, which is why I think it was around that kind of time frame as far as how long it took me to finish. I think under maybe slightly different circumstances, I might have finished it a little bit faster, but there was also more confetti than I was expecting. But I have to tell you, I really enjoyed so much about working on this kit that I didn't mind. I wasn't trying to rush it to get through to that, finish line at all. Here's my logbook, by the way. This is my paper logbook where I like to track my kits that I've worked on. I always write down the stats for a kit, and here's, my start and end date. This is my 160th finish of all time and my 11th finish of the year. These are the events that I participated in with this kit. So there's the ChrissaBug along, and then there was Halfway to Halloween 2024. And I was just participating in, support of the host. This was a kit that happened to qualify for these events, and I wasn't entering for prizes, but I believe those events are still going on through the end of this month if you're interested in kind of poking your head in and potentially, participating here at the tail end of the month. And then I write down things about what I loved, and then I write meh, things that maybe wasn't as sure about, and then any notes that I had. Actually, I did purchase this kit myself. It was not one of my sneak peeks. So I do sometimes do sneak peeks for Diamond Art Club. And I want to make sure, I'm totally transparent and let you know when I do have an affiliate relationship with a company. But I really do strive to do my best to give you as honest and unbiased an opinion as I can. I really do try. But part of that, being honest, is letting you know that affiliate relationship is there. But I did buy this one, just full disclosure and all that. The size on this one, this was 55.8 by 85.9 centimeters. Let me kind of show you some different parts of the canvas here as well. I'll start down here at the bottom and you can see some of the details down here. This kit has 69 colors in total, and that included 2 AB diamonds and 3 fairy dust colors. I will be sure to point out to you where some of those specific special drills are after I kind of show you the whole canvas. You can see that there are quite a lot of dark colors on this canvas, especially in that background, of course. But I think that they come together really beautifully. It's a lot of dark blues. There is some 310, which is just black, but it's mostly kind of, I think, up in the corners. Most of the background is dark blue, shades of dark blue. And you can see there's kind of confettis into, there's some shades of brown. And this is even, I think, it's like a dark green almost, that just really kind of, I think, makes that kind of background effect look really glowy. If you were curious, by the way, I do have a larger, here's a larger version of the original artwork. So there's ChrissaBug's original artwork. And then if you want to see that, now we'll pull it away and look at the diamond painting form. Obviously not all completely in frame, but I think they did a really nice job. I feel like the glow in the background, especially with that kind of, that diamond shape, those yellows and golds, there's some special drills in there. I think they capture that really well. I think that her face is incredibly striking, and it feels like very apt for this particular character and her lore. I think it looks really good. I think that the snakes are honestly quite adorable as well. As far as where the special drills are going to be found, so some of these dots that you see, those are white ABs. And then there's some white ABs over here kind of sprinkled. And then this magical fairy dust color, you guys. Let me, zooming in will be easier than pulling you closer. There we go. These fairy dust, these purple fairy dust colors. Now, fairy dust, that is a special drill where it's like there's a fine glitter coating brushed on the top, and it has a subtle shimmery effect compared to, we have these ABs next to it. And you can see the ABs have a really kind of more striking and really bold kind of iridescent coating that really kind of reflects almost a rainbow of colors, hence iridescent. But the fairy dust is just like a dusting. So there's a lot of that purple fairy dust in her dress and in the folds of her, dress and robes here. And I just think it's absolutely beautiful and elevates the painting amazingly. I think this fairy dust color is just pure magic. And actually that yellow you see right there, that is actually a yellow fairy dust color. So we did have some yellow fairy dust in parts of this canvas. All right, let me zoom you back out. And the other, oops, I went with the artwork. That's fine. The other spots you'll find the special drills, there are some yellow fairy dust and some, that's a yellow, it's a yellow and a light yellow, a darker yellow and a light yellow fairy dust in here. Is that right? Yeah. There were two shades of fairy dust that were kind of close. You can see this one's lighter, this one's darker. And you'll see those fairy dust colors really doing some, there's some outlining, like the outlining of this helmet is that paler fairy dust, which if it's easier to take a look, there's this lighter fairy dust color and then this darker yellow fairy dust color. So those are two of the fairy dust colors. This was the purple. Totally. I'm saving all of these because I just think fairy dust colors are so pretty. And then our ABs, we had those two AB colors, and it was the white AB, which you've seen a little bit of, and then the red AB, which there was just a little bit of, but in really, really gorgeous places that you can probably guess. But we'll get there. Let's see. Then there's some, there's lots of like this fairy dust in various kind of outlines. Imagine what kind of like the glow behind her is reflecting off of her and her little snake buddy over here and the snakes in her hair. There's a lot of those fairy dust colors that'll be found in there. And then this actual diamond here has a lot of those special drills, the darker, is it both shades? Yeah, just a little bit of both shades. Not diamond. And then our red AB, the snake eyes right there, and then Medusa's eyes. There's some yellow fairy dust in her eyes and some white AB too. Love it. And this little snake down here has red ABs in its eyes too. So fun. So that's where the special drills will be found in this one. This one is not chock full of special drills like some other kits may be, but I actually think it suits this artwork pretty well in my opinion. When there's a lot of dark colors going on, I feel like you don't want to have a bunch of special drills in the dark colors because that makes the background, I guess, stand out. Doesn't totally work, but where the glow is, there's lots of white ABs in her hair too. I forgot to point that out. So yeah, I think that how they use special drills in this kit works really well for it. When you got lots of dark colors in the background, kind of like I was saying, that actually helps the special drills that are charted stand out that much more. Like I feel like even from back here at this viewing distance, you could totally see that special kind of glimmery effect in these. This is all that purple fairy dust color. That special drill. I think it works beautifully. I love it. Of course, that's subjective. If you want to enhance your paintings, and by that I mean if you want to add even more special drills to your paintings, you can totally do that. There's some great YouTube guides out there. I think I've done one or two videos on it myself. I'll try to find and link in the description box below. But there's, great websites like DP with Sparklers, and, they sell all kinds of different special drills that you can swap in some various, colors and whatnot, to elevate your painting even more if you want to. So that is totally an option. Now, let me talk through a couple other things that I loved about this kit and maybe some things I wasn't necessarily as sure of. So I mentioned how the original artwork was just really calling to me and I found enjoyable to work on. That's something that I don't think can be overemphasized, and that is just the overall importance and the impact that it can have on you as a crafter to be working on something that you are truly enjoying. Trying to force yourself to work on something that you don't really love and it makes the craft feel like a chore. It's not worth it, you guys. So I strongly, strongly recommend work on artwork and kits that bring you joy and that you find yourself wanting to and reaching for working on. I think that's really, really worth it. I was also pleasantly surprised in my pros list here that the dark colors in this kit, I was not running into a lot in the way of trash diamonds, which was nice because it's been a little bit of a toss up from, any number of companies lately if those if those darker colors are going to be trash prone. I feel like I had a pretty good experience with this kit and I had plenty left over in all my colors. So even if there were any drills that I wanted to pull out, I'm picky and I don't really want to have drills on my canvas that have the little pinprick holes on the top. I want to yank those off and I notice it. And as soon as I notice it, I'm like, nope, that's got to go. Let's make sure it's a perfect drill. I mean, heck, base canvases are a lot of work. You spend a lot of time on them and it feels like you want it to be as close to perfect as you can get it. At least that's just me. That's totally fine if you're not that way. But anyway, there were plenty of leftover diamonds in all colors, which was great as well. So that I wasn't worrying about running out, which I love when I don't have to stress about running out of a color. I thought that the overall render was really nice. And I thought that the usual suspects, as I call it, which what I mean by that is things that tend to be really consistent quality-wise with Diamond Art Club from kit to kit. The canvas material, I really like their canvas material. You can see it's laying flat really well. It's sturdy and malleable, and so it holds drills well. And I've rolled this, unrolled it, and I haven't had creases or anything in the canvas. I like Diamond Art Club's poured glue. I think it holds the drills well. I don't worry about drills falling off, and it's kind of the perfect amount of sticky for me. The symbol clarity was good, and the drill quality and the render, and like I said, the usual suspects. And then yes, all the special drills, which we already kind of walked through together. Now, as far as things that I wasn't as sure of, there's a couple things that are just generally subjective. And if I would have been in kind of like a different diamond painting headspace, this might have been a hiccup for me. But if you're susceptible to feeling burned out on dark colors, I want you to just be aware that this kit is definitely majority dark colors. But I didn't find it tedious to work on, but it's just something to be aware of in case that wasn't, really self-explanatory. It has a lot of dark colors. Really, the biggest splashes of color are the purples in her robes, some of the greens in her skin, and then some of the yellow, glow, and some of the, gray and the snakes in her hair. So not a ton, but like I said, it was not an issue for me this particular time. Another thing to be aware of is just that there is a lot of confetti. I kind of went back and forth just a little bit on what I thought of the confetti. There's this brown color that's sprinkled here in the background, and some of the confetti that's done up at the top. But I think that especially when you kind of pull it back to a viewing distance and when you're looking at the original artwork as well, you can see that there is this color shift in the glow in the background and the various colors going on. And so I think this is, pretty close to capturing or as close as possible, really, probably to capturing the original artwork in diamond painting form. But I don't think when I went to work on this kit initially that I was expecting there to be a lot of confetti in the background. I kind of thought that there would just be a little bit of confetti as it transitioned maybe from color to color, but there were a lot of different color transitions going on at various points in the canvas. I feel like even especially up here at the top, there was just I was doing a lot of single placing, but he got that satisfying snap that you sometimes get from squares when you're kind of filling in the individual spots. Oh, it's really satisfying to fill those in, to sometimes hear that like click sound. But yeah, there was a good amount of confetti there. And the other thing, I have just really gone back and forth on this, and I am not an expert like at all. I'm not a rendering artist. I don't know. But I was a little unsure of like this color change, like this patch of gray on her arm. I was kind of looking at the original artwork, and it's there. Like, I see the grays here on her arm and then here like on her chest. And obviously there's some grays over here. Like, this is a more striking set of colors, and I love it over there. But I just was unsure about this here. And there's kind of a similar kind of spot on her forehead. But I think just with how bold the lighting is, that I think it works, but I just was a little unsure. I was looking at the rendering, like the digital rendering on the website, and it didn't look quite as stark in that digital render. So I don't, maybe it's a little bit of a dye lot thing, that maybe this gray was a little bit darker, or this kind of pale, like minty aqua color was maybe a little bit lighter or something than, you know, what was in the digital render. I'm not sure. That's me being, in my opinion, kind of nitpicky, but it was just something that I did notice, and I thought, oh, I don't know. I'm not sure what I think. But I would, you know, leave that up to you to decide. I could, if I really wanted to, I could yoink these gray diamonds off and just do this whole thing on this like lighter green color, and that might work, but I don't know. I tend to not try to doctor or mess with the renderings on my paintings if I can help it, because quite honestly, even if I think something is going to work better if I just do a change, I feel like more often than not, it actually looks worse. And so I'm hesitant to make changes unless I've seen someone else do it and figure it out already. And I was still, it took me really staring at this for a while for that even to, you know, stand out to me and go, oh, what do I think about that? But yeah, you guys, I think that about covers it as far as my thoughts on this particular kit. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. I loved working on this kit. It really just, I feel like it brought back a lot of my excitement and my joy for diamond painting. And I was surprised that the dark colors didn't make me feel blah. They didn't. I thought it was so cool. I started at the bottom, and even just from the very beginning, I thought that all of the fun, like the details, the little minute details and shading they captured at the bottom, getting over into like this helmet, even this, I was like, oh, this is cool. I'm really liking how this is coming out already. I think this looks incredible. Like the colors and the shading and everything that's going on down here. I think that this actually looks so good. I know it's, you know, not the main focal point of the painting, but just, yeah, this is really, really darn cool. But yeah, no, I loved this. I loved working on this kit. It was really enjoyable. Love it. 10 out of 10. I think that as of the time of this filming, I was just checking, and it looks like this is currently out of stock. It did sell out relatively quickly after the initial release. It might have been a couple of days, but I would suggest that if you want to try to get your hands on this particular kit when they restock, if they restock, because we don't know what Diamond Art Club will do, I do recommend going to the listing and adding this kit to your wish list by like hitting that heart button, and or signing up for email notifications for when it restocks. This kind of helps Diamond Art Club, they've said, it helps them gauge interest and decide what kits to prioritize bringing back. So that's a good way to kind of make your thoughts and voice heard there. But it also helps because when Diamond Art Club does do restocks, they tend to send out an email notification to the people that signed up for email notifications for restocks on that particular kit. They'll send out that restock notification to those people before they do like the big, you know, push notification through the app or the email blast that goes to everyone that says like restocks or something like that. So that is an added benefit, is that if you sign up for the email notification, you'll be one of the first people to find out when it restocks. And that might give you just that extra little bit of time and edge to snag it if it is a popular kit that may sell out again quickly. This, I think, could be one of those kits that is popular and may sell out quickly if and when it restocks. ChrissaBug's artwork tends to be popular, yeah, and you never know. So I would say take a look in the description box. I'll have a link to this kit there, and if it hasn't been discontinued, you can wish list and sign up for the restock. But please take a moment, if you don't mind, and leave a comment below and let me know what your thoughts are on this kit from what I'm showing you here in this video, and the thoughts that I've shared as far as my personal, what I loved, what I wasn't as sure of, and I would love to hear what you think too. Let me know as well if you've worked on a kit by ChrissaBug from Diamond Art Club, or is this one in your stash that you're planning to work on sometime soon. Hopefully this video was helpful and gave you a sense for not only what this kit exactly will look like, but also just, I feel like this is a decent idea of how Diamond Art Club translates ChrissaBug's artwork to diamond painting form. Like I said, I've completed a couple other kits by ChrissaBug, and if I can find links, if I did post reviews on those, you'll find the links to those reviews below if you want to see more from this artist at Diamond Art Club. Those will be there, and yeah, I think I'll leave it there for real this time. Feel free to subscribe. Like I said earlier, if you want to see more diamond painting related videos from me, including future reviews from various diamond painting companies in the diamond painting community, I would love to have you here. And I do lots of other kinds of diamond painting videos as well. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it a lot. And hit that like button on your way out as well. I'm going to let you go, you guys. I hope you have a day and a week that's as fantastic as you are. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.